Hi there, my name is Shalita. Welcome to my channel. If you clicked on this, thank you so very much. I'm coming to you all today with the Booktube newbie tag. So I am like terrible with introductions. I'm an introvert, I'm awkward, so I am very terrible with small talk. So I'm just gonna dive right into the questions. So I have a handy dandy phone here with the questions pulled up. All right, so why did you start this channel? All right, so I'm an introvert and my friend group is pretty small to non-existent. So pretty much my family, my kids, that's my friend group. That's my social group. And so kids, family, work, that's my life. So we don't always have the same interests, same hobbies, and things like that. You know, I'm an introvert, so pretty much things I like to do are, you know, crafts, indoor things, and reading. So I felt like, hey, there's this community out there, Booktube. Okay, let's give those guys a try. So I am I guess a professional hobbyist or a serial hobbyist. So I was hardcore into makeup, you know, hundreds, thousands of dollars in supplies, and hey, I'm gonna do a makeup, a beauty channel. You know, introvert, anxiety, so imposter syndrome and all that stuff kind of hit me, and the YouTube channel never came to pass. And then I don't know, a few years back, I stumbled upon planners and planning, which I mean, I had always, you know, always was a planner user, but I didn't know that, well, there's a whole community of weirdos like me who like to play with stickers and planners to organize my life. So I fell down that rabbit hole, baby, and started my, you know, IG channel, IG page for that, and, you know, had hopes and dreams about starting a YouTube channel for that. And you know, anxiety, imposter syndrome, life, yada yada yada, excuses upon end, and that never happened. And then here we are, Booktube books. So basically what I'm trying to say is I'm starting this channel because, you know, I don't have a life, I don't have friends, but I see this, you know, I've stumbled upon this book community, and, you know, there's all these people out there all over the world who are passionate about the things that I'm passionate about reading and these wonderful, magnificent stories, and they want to talk about it. You know, I don't have to like beg people to talk about books. They want to talk about it. So yeah, I just want to be able to connect with other people like me who are passionate about reading. Yeah, just a little community outside of my family would be, you know, great. So okay, next question. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to YouTube? Okay, so there's like this saying that some of the funniest people are like the most traumatized people, or the people who've experienced the most trauma, or something to that effect. So I guess one unique thing that I can bring to YouTube is my humor. I'm pretty awkward, and so I'm awkward, an introvert, but my fallback or my saving grace is, I don't know, I you know, I have a sense of humor, and honestly, I think that, yeah, you know, having some childhood trauma will definitely make you a little witty, a little sarcastic, something to that effect. But ultimately, we're all unique because no two people are alike. Even twins, even identical twins, are different people. So just have little old me. That's the unique thing that I have to bring to. That's the unique thing that I have to bring. Me. God, I feel like I had like a more eloquent answer than that. Anyhow, next question. What are you most excited about for your channel? What are you most excited about? I'm just really excited to meet and engage with other people who love to read and love to talk about books, who like to just geek out about books. I don't watch a lot of, I guess, the popular reality shows and stuff like that. When people are like going on Facebook about, hey, you know, this show and that, I'm like, I'm out of the loop, because I teach their own, you know, like, If you like reality TV, cool, that's great. But it's just, it doesn't, I don't know. I just don't like it. I mean, like, Survivor, don't get me wrong, you know, like, hey, get that money. But, yeah, anyway, I'm just out of loop on, like, some of the popular shows, because I don't know. Give me a book. Give me a book. Let's talk about chapter 45, baby. Let's talk about what happened there, okay? You can get me yapping about that, but, you know, I don't know. I tend to rewatch a lot of old shows and stuff like that. You know, like comfort shows, like things that I can predict. Give me the unpredictable in a book. That's what I want. So yeah, I'm excited to connect with other people who like to geek out and weird out about books, especially fantasy, romantasy. Like, that's just, you know, that's chef's kiss for me. I'm also excited to maybe, you know, connect with some other folks who are kind of in my similar situation, you know, whose, you know, parents who are in the 30s or even in their 20s, I don't care. But, you know, that your life has been so kind of consumed with your, you know, your family obligations and your family that you kind of haven't created a space for yourself. So hopefully connect with some folks that are in a similar boat as me, that are finding it hard in our adult years to get out there and make friends. I mean, it's freaking hard, especially when you're an introvert, and you know, it's kind of hard to be like, oh hey, you know, like I like your shoes and I like your purse, you know, and strike up a conversation without somebody looking at you like, what the hell's wrong with that lady? You know, it's just hard to make genuine connections in real life with people once you get older. And being an introvert doesn't make it any easier, you know. So I'm hoping to connect to some little introverted, socially awkward weirdos like me out there. Hey, let's be friends. Why do you love reading? Honestly, what is there not to love about reading? I mean, come on. These authors are creating worlds and characters just from their brains. Like, I mean, just oh my God, like, how do you not love reading? I mean, from one book to the next, you can be in some, I don't know, ethereal realm or whatever with dragons and shit one day, and then you crack a book and you're in like fucking Harlem the next, or, you know, or you're reading, you know, you're in a world of, you know, a vampire, werewolf fucking war one day, and then you're having, you know, tea in England, you know, the next day. You know, it's endless possibilities, and it's just, you're just wondering, like, how do they do it? How do they do it? And then you fall in love with the characters, you fall in love with the writing style. It's just, reading is so transformative. It can take you anywhere. And yeah, it's just, as an introvert, it's a safe way to leave your home and experience things. You know, I don't know, just reading it. It's just it. And I felt a little teary because, I mean, oh my God, I just finished a book over the weekend, and whoo, sweet Lord. Sometimes a book just speaks to you. You know, not only can it like transform you and, you know, or transport you to another world, but sometimes a book can just, it feels like sometimes a writer is just like bruh, like, you writing about me? Were you peeking through my window? Like, have you been watching my life up on high? Like, sometimes a book just gets you. Like, it just relates to you. Like, you just relate to a character and what a character's going through. It's just, I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Okay. What book series got you into reading? Like most millennials, elder millennials, it was like The Babysitter's Club. As a child, that was like my first book series. And maybe even before that, Amelia Bedelia. Yeah. But like my longest running series, okay, story time, it's kind of wild. So when I was like in 8th grade or 9th grade, like my grandmother, we call her Nanny. So Nanny brings, I don't know, this book, this book home, and for all of us to kind of like try out and read. And it's like this book about like vampires and werewolves or whatever. And cool, legit, nice. And I don't think Nanny knew just how inappropriate this book was for her 14. Let's see, I was 14, so Charles was 11. My brother Charles was 11. My sister was about 17, which, I mean, it might have been okay for her, but maybe not so much for me and my 11-year-old brother, because it was definitely violent. I don't think there was a lot of spice in that one, but yeah, it was, it was probably not the most appropriate book. So the Anita Blake series, that has been like my longest running series. Absolutely. So I've been reading that series from, I guess, 14 years old up until my 30s. And that definitely got me into the fantasy, romantasy genre. So, very, very good. What question would you ask your favorite booktubers? Okay. So I'd probably ask them, what motivated them to start their channel. And for those with children, or those who are maybe caring for elderly parents, relatives, or caregivers, how do they find that balance between YouTube, their family, and if they're working outside the home? How do you balance all that? Because that's something that even with just like making reels, that's something that I have like struggled with, like squeezing filming time in and editing time in with, going to work, cleaning the house, making dinner, picking the kids up from school, yada, yada, yada. Just how do you find that, that work, life, home, YouTube balance? Because your girl needs some pointers. Let's see, what else? How do you avoid burnout or getting jaded? Clearly we're all here because we love books and we love to read. So how, I guess I just want to know, like, how do you keep that passion for reading and for books, even though keeping in the back of mind, hey, you're doing this for YouTube, you're doing this for the community, you're doing this to grow your channel, yada, 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 but how do you still keep it about just enjoying reading? How do you manage to keep reading as a passion and not so much as a chore? It's just something that you are, an obligation that you're marking off on your planner. What challenges do I feel will be the hardest for me with Booktube? The hardest challenges for me are probably going to come internally. I am my harshest critic. I mean, y'all can drag me in the comments, but nobody's going to be harder on me than me. And yeah, I think, just being critical of myself. And I think I'm one of those people that when that imposter syndrome hits, like, I do a lot of like self-sabotaging. So just, find some way to find some excuse for not doing it. Once I get into my head that, hey, nobody's gonna like this. Self-sabotage is something that I am all too familiar with and probably all too good at. Just overcoming a lot of those mental and psychological barriers, fears of, hey, what if nobody watches this? What if nobody likes this? Like a people pleaser to a fault. So, and just getting out of my own head is probably going to be one of the hardest things. And the next thing will probably be staying consistent, creating a routine. Staying consistent, creating a routine, preventing those barriers that are going to prevent me or keep me from filming, posting, and things like that. I have 2 kids, and I work outside the home, so, and I work second shift, so, and I am bloody tired most days. But anyway, biggest thing for me is, or one of the, biggest things for me, or difficult things, will be creating that balance. All right. When did you start reading? Okay, so I'm pretty sure most folks have probably started reading like the little 3-word books and stuff like that in kindergarten. I don't know. In middle school, I was definitely out here reading stuff I didn't have any business reading. I was reading true crime. I don't think I was like into romance stuff yet in middle school. Maybe a little bit, but yeah, I guess my parents were like, hey, she reading. But I was definitely like reading true crime. books, true crime magazines. All right, where do you read? Okay, so I mostly read here at home, and what I think is super cute and I love is that my daughter and I will kind of read together. We'll sit in her bed, I'll read, and she'll play Roblox or whatever. And reading in my daughter's bed, reading on the couch. I'll read in the bed while my boo watches sports. I love listening to audiobooks in the car on the way to work. And there's this little like pond area out near this government center where I work. And I like to park there. I like to leave for work super early, so that way I can stop at Starbucks, and then I can sit there and just sit by the water and read there. It's really nice and peaceful, and it's kind of nice. You know, you wouldn't think that there'd be this nice little like pond area, you know, outside of a government center, but it is, and it's nice. I like to watch the ducks and the geese. And okay, what kind of books do you read? I love fantasy, romance, thrillers, young adult fantasy for sure. That has definitely like been my that got me like back into reading the Children of Blood and Bone series. That really like kicked off and got me back into reading a few years back. So shout out to that. Sci-fi fantasy, thrillers, romance, and I guess contemporary fiction or fiction. That was the last question. Okay, we made it to the end. All right, so if you stuck around and made it to the end, I thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. I am excited to go on this journey with you all. I'm excited to meet you all. I'm excited to discuss books with everyone. And wow, this was hard. I kind of want to cry right now. But I'm excited. I'm nervous. Oh my God, I have become, man, I hit my 30s and I'm telling you, I am a fucking crybaby. Also, I curse, so I am that offends anybody. I'm so sorry. I can't help it. But yes, oh my God, this is a 30-minute video. I am totally trimming this down, but I'm excited about this journey. I'm nervous. This is something that I have wanted to do for years, and I guess I'm honestly glad that this is what ultimately brought me to YouTube, is books. So, you know, I wanna talk books. I wanna talk, you know, I wanna talk about my life. You know, I wanna go on this journey with you all. Yeah. I want to go on this booktube journey with you guys. In the comments, you know, give me a hey, give me a hi, you know. If you are a booktuber yourself, you know, drop your handle, your Instagram handle. I would love to make, you know, I'd love to make more, you know, book friends. And hey, thanks for stopping by. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Bye.